Well, things are really buzzing in the news today. It's dominated by the firing of lots of people in the education department, specifically in the special education department. So, our job today is to look at, is this a tragedy, as some claim, or is this an opportunity to look at things differently? I'm Dr. Jan Bedell, a neurodevelopmentalist with brain sprints. For over 3 decades, we have spent our entire existence helping families and professionals find solutions for learning challenges. So we really believe that things can be seen differently, and by having an understanding that it's really not a catastrophe right now for the local user, because those monies are flowing to those programs that are designed for the special needs population. According to the Washington Post reporter that I listened to, she said that that money was still flowing to them. It was just the workers that were oversight for that were being fired at this point. But let's look at the whole the whole system, the whole idea. And in fact, its name is IDEA. It's called the Individual Disabilities Education Act. Now, it was under a different name, but it was started in 1975, renamed in 1990 to IDEA. That's 50 years of this program going on. We have to ask ourselves right now, in my view, what is causing all these referrals to the special ed department? Why are so many kids struggling? And I'll just give you my view, because I've seen a totally different thing happen as we have worked with families over the last 30 years, giving them the things to do to change the child's brain. And then the learning challenges diminished and oftentimes just went away totally. So here's a way to look at it through a different perspective. The view of education, in my view, is it's kind of like this nice, shiny sports car. And we want to move that vehicle from here to there to say it was a successful run. Well, if that particular car is on a bumpy back road, then is it going to reach its potential of that souped up engine and that amazing streamline of that sports car? It can't. And that's what we have to look at with the brain. If the roadways in which learning and education runs on are inefficient and bumpy, like that bumpy back road, they're not going to get anywhere, or they're going to get there a lot slower. And with having modifications and adaptations and accommodations and things like that, instead of fixing the root problem. So I'd love for you to comment in the comments section solutions that you find, because I think there's lots of entrepreneurs out there like myself and those at Brain Sprints that know that there's a better way than just spending billions of dollars, and I think it's 15 billion that they've got allocated for this. Now, some of the children, they have severe issues and they need a lot more care, and of course that costs more money, and they need an appropriate education as well. But there's a lot of kids that are just slipping through the cracks, struggling through school with these inefficient brains like that sports car on the bumpy back road, that we can smooth that road out for them and make all the difference. I'd love to hear your ideas in the comments. I'd love for you to follow as we have more of this discussion about what we can do about the root cause of these learning challenges, instead of just making more laws or more departments that will spend our money, but is it being spent efficiently? That's what we want to discuss. See you next time.